Jason, what is the foundation of this exhibit?
So the foundation of this exhibit is an exploration of the death of Lake Cahuilla. Lake Cahuilla, which is more modernly known as the Salton Sea in California, was a cyclical inland sea that would form in the Imperial Valley during pre-colonial days. What I wanted to do and what I was hoping to capture with this particular exhibit was the environment that exists now as the sea is drying and as no new water is coming into the valley, and to place the individuals in the middle of this large valley through the use of the collages, the sand that was collected from the lake, and the pottery that we made from the materials in the lake. You know, the idea is that in the post-colonial world, the degradation isn't just on the individual, but it actually is tied to the land. And this idea that the individual and the land can't be separated, particularly in our trauma.
Whose footsteps are we listening to?
You're listening to my footsteps and the footsteps of my 17-year-old son. We went out to collect materials for this show to the lake bed, and what you're hearing is actually the salt and the dried mud that exist on the playa before you reach the water's edge. And as I said before, this lake bed is actually drying, and so that playa gets further and further as each years go on.
Is the dying of the lake an indicator of the world that we have created since industrialization? I
think in a real way it is that indication, because this was a vibrant inland sea that would expand and retract for thousands upon thousands of years, and it really was when the Colorado River was blocked off that this entire environment changed. It turned from a fertile inland brackish sea into a large desert salt plain, and then after the accident in 1906, where the water returned, into a giant Salton Sea. And as we move forward and the water's been cut off again, the sea keeps retracting, but it also was used for industrial farm dumping. And so what you're actually seeing is this toxic environment becoming more and more concentrated as the years go on.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.